Good morning, my friends. Safety first. Today we're headed to a YouTuber's house. You can guess who it is. Actually, I'm not even gonna call him a YouTuber. His wife is a YouTuber. He's just a part-timer, kind of like me. Anyway, he's more than likely gonna save my truck because it's mixing coolant and fuel. So you already know my luck. I'm gonna grab me some coffee. We're gonna get down to the truck, and then let's head over to Martin's house and see if we can get this situated. If this doesn't work, technically I'm gonna need a new head on the truck. So I'm hoping this solves the issue because we are not in a financial situation of doing another rebuild of any sort. So yeah. Alright, so we're in the truck, fired it up. I'll show you guys actually. Right now, let's go actually. Show you guys. Check this out. Hit the bottom here. That's all coolant. And then up there is fuel. So coolant's heavier than the fuel. So it goes to the bottom. And that's how my fuel filter sits, my water separator. So I'm hoping that my parts here that I bought, show you guys. So right here you got the copper rings and then all the seals. So you need a special push tool that Martin ended up getting from Cummins. So shout out to Cummins in Stockton, and shout out to Martin for being a legend in these streets. But he was able to get the tool from Cummins, and Martin's gonna be doing the work. I'm just gonna record and supervise. So it's kind of beyond my knowledge, but I'm gonna watch him do it, and then I'm gonna get some free game. So then I'll be able to do it. Anyway, I'm about to unhook this thing, park my truck in front of my trailer, just so it's kind of out of the way, and then we'll get out of here. But check this out. Well, besides this air assisted clutch, which is cool, but so this, and then you hold it, or no, you push it up, and that's it. That's crazy. So the fifth was released. Like, technology, man, is insane. Okay, there we go. Whoop, there we go. Except this trailer doesn't have this tractor doesn't have bag dumps. So I gotta figure out how to install that. But once I figure that out, we'll have bag dumps. All right, should I move more forward? I didn't really want to show you guys the drive because I feel like the drive is more boring than anything. But then again, people do like to drive, so. But I just figured I'd keep this vlog on a little bit shorter side instead of posting on the driving, because I believe I posted on the last video driving to Martin and Alice's house. So I live right over yonder in the middle of nowhere. And you can see this road goes forever. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to wait for the truck to cool off before we start pulling off parts like the injectors and all that crap. So all right, so grab a bag of goodies. Maybe this will improve too. I mean, empty. Not even empty. Bobtail 8.8. Come on. I could do better than that. So, let's see what happens here. But, boy. We're here. You know, this truck. So, I'll leave the bag here and I'll open the hood probably. Let it cool off. Oh, look at that. It's already open on its own. This is the other project that Martin's been working on. Notice how both the curb sniffers are hoods open. And the W9 is good and closed. Oh boy, Martin. Jeez. He did all the work himself. He pulled it off, rebuilt it, put it back in. Got it started, but I guess it skipped timing. So he had to pull the front end off. I don't know if he fixed it or not to fix the timing on it. But he already started up and it runs. So that's cool. Nice. Anyway, let's go find him. Looks like he's got some guests here. I don't know if he's selling or buying something, but I didn't really want to intervene. Yeah! Hello! Hello, bacon! Alright, so we removed the EGR pipe, whatever Martin called it. So we gotta remove a lot of this stuff to get to here, so.
Get this fucking rail plug, fucking line out of the way. This fucking line is the worst.
Oh, that turbo looks beautiful.
It's pretty good, no shaft right now. It's probably gonna blow off.
Don't talk crazy, bro.
These are weird because these freaking 2350s, these ISXs, and these the 2250, the common rails. This filter is just so over freaking stupidly big and dumb. The way it's designed, you know. My tool is too long.
My tool?
No, my tool.
How about that?
Is there an extension over here that I said, or no?
We're getting there. We have to take apart a lot more stuff, but look at this. Got this big old crack here. And I think that's where my leak is coming from. At least that's what we're assuming. And it might be the driveway. You already exhausted, out of breath?
I should have brought the impact. Drive these motherfuckers out. God damn.
What's she look like, Doc? Burnt?
No, looks normalish. Number one, do not, these you cannot confuse. Make sure we get these right.
Aye, aye. All right. One.
I don't want to get into it.
More likely.
Yeah. You all say it here. It's in your filters.
Yeah.
You see it on the cup with the injectors out.
Yeah. That one? Let's get some.
This is number 6 line.
Oh, you know what? What? There it is. As long as it comes out.
It'll come out.
Bunch of crap in the way.
how fucked up your cam is?
Almost threw up. Looking at it coming.
This motherfucker.
But no, I guess what I was thinking about, Martin, is it was
Shit, look at that.
you were having some trouble and it was going to be $2,000 for
See how it's
repair the
bubbling?
truck or something, or if you went
Oh,
out
you're
there.
talking about the truck. No, it ended up being a leak.
That's
on the
coolant.
coolant pipe.
Oh,
It had a cold leak and she just got some bad fuel, so it looked like she had coolant
Damn.
in the
So it's gonna be the sixth injector. Pulled out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there.
This one about torquing this to 59 foot-pounds. And then we're gonna set our foot back here, and then we're gonna drive it in.
Just gonna send it.
I want to say this is a same size.
See what you did there.
Basically gonna drive it all the way in. See, now we're stopped. Oh damn. That's pretty hardcore. Wait.
I just couldn't believe the torque that was
Yeah,
And this is gonna drive the ring down.
it is.
Until it stops or what?
Pretty much.
10-4.
This centers it, and then the other tool we're gonna use to hit it in. They didn't design this tool very easy to use.
So there's a plot twist in our story, and thanks to Martin for finding it, I guess. I mean, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I think he was able to drive it in, so he ended up using this tool, driving it in all the way, and then using this to hammer it in, which is what it's made for. So these rings, these seat inside, and then use this tool to drive it in, and then use that hammer tool to actually get it to seat all the way. And he was trying to drive it in, it wasn't going, so we couldn't figure out until he, I guess, got another look. And turns out that there's already ring seals in there. So he drove it all the way in, and so far it's not leaking for now. So we'll find out in a day or two if the water separator fills up, or after a couple fuel changes.
Yeah, you're gonna have to probably run a couple tanks before you actually get a true idea.
Yeah. So right now he's got the injectors back in. Tighten them down. Alright, well, I didn't really vlog that towards the end. It started getting really dark on us. And then we ran into a couple issues that were not great issues. And I'll explain a little bit more later in detail, but for now I have a check engine light on, but that will usually go away after like 50 miles or so. Overall though, all in all, is obviously there's still coolant in the fuel tanks for the simple fact that, I mean in the filter, because of the fuel tanks. So I'm hoping that once I run through all this fuel that I have in these tanks, it'll take all the coolant out, and then it'll just be clean. So I don't know for certain, but the issue, Martin is like 90% sure that it's fixed. So I'm agreeing with him, because as you guys saw, when you look down into the hole, you can see the coolant bubbling out. And once we ended up adjusting that ring, the coolant stopped. So now the different issue we're having is, which is a really weird one, is the filter, the water separator filter, is actually having more coolant in it than I've actually ever had before. And that was just driving a couple of miles and back. So I don't know what that's all about, but we'll see. Worst thing is I'm gonna need a new head. Best thing is there's a place, Martin said that they could do the injector cups on the Cummins for a couple $100, like probably less than $1,000. So I'd actually really be surprised if I could get the injector cups done by them for a couple $100. I mean, I'd be more than willing to do it. As far as I know, the success rate on Cummins injector cups is like slim. So anyway, let's get going this way, and I'll catch up with you guys before I end it at the yard if all goes well here. And just like that, boys and girls, don't believe the RPM, it's off. The current RPM is actually 1450. So the truck's not really taking in much coolant anymore, and it's been about a week. So I'm on my first trip. I'm in Nebraska now. I met up with Martin today and we kind of looked at it, whatever. So I gotta run through like another 1 or 2 tanks of fuel and maybe see if I can drain the coolant at the bottom of the tank, if there is any. So I just fueled up about 160 miles ago, and then after I run through this tank, when it gets really low, I'll look inside the fuel tank, see if there's any more red. But the coolant hasn't been getting low. The coolant light never came on yet. It's been ever since I left Martin's house, so it's been about a week now since we did this whole video right here on the repair. So good eye on Martin for catching somebody else's mistake, and that's if we fix the issue. I'm pretty sure we did, knock on wood, but I think we're good. The water separator hasn't really had much coolant in it, just a little bit. But once again, that's gonna get sucked through the fuel lines from the tanks into the separator. So until the fuel tanks are empty of coolant, we'll never know. So I'm sure we'll find out in a little bit, but we'll see. So anyway, guys, as always,